we are back with some college football. Ohio State and Washington, they are canceling their home and home series, and it has all of college football going absolutely ballistic. And the kind of what I've seen from Gene Smith, I I sense that there's something more going on. But before we get into that, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It would greatly help me out. And get all of the latest college football news. I've I've been trying some things, and what you guys have shown to like more from me is college football. So that's what this channel will remain throughout the entire off season and into the regular season. So, ah, let's get into it, shall we? So the powers that be canceled the home and home series Washington and Ohio State had scheduled for 24 and 25. Ohio State paying a $500,000 cancellation fee and would pick up home games for both seasons, blah, 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 blah. Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith, who is like a cat and has 9 lives when it comes to scandals, so he's got about 7 left. 6. I don't know. Nonetheless, we initiated the cancellation, Smith said in the news release. I have the utmost respect for the University of Washington and for Director of Athletics Jennifer Cohen, and this is a very difficult call to make. Probably because Kevin Warren made that call. Give me the tinfoil hat. I think Kevin Warren made that call. For those of you that don't know, the Big Ten commissioner. Ohio State was scheduled to play at Washington on September 14th, with the Huskies returning to Ohio Stadium on September 13th, 2025. Ohio State said it needs its non-conference home games in 24 on September 7th, 14th, and in 25 on the 6th and the 13th of September. According to Ohio State spokesperson, a few factors went into this decision to withdraw from the series. Ohio State plays only 6 games this fall, while the budget is adjusted accordingly. Teams typically play at least 7 home games to accommodate spending across all programs. Ohio State is also paying back a $48 million loan it received from the school to make up for budget shortages related to the lack of football attendance and other factors during the pandemic. Additionally, OSU and all Big Ten teams still face some unknowns as to who will be their conference schedules beginning in 2024. The original schedules had to be withdrawn after the admittance of UCLA and USC, who begin play that fall. Ohio State's release said the Big Ten schedule is expected to be announced in October. Okay. If OSU ended up with a road game at one of the Los Angeles area schools in 2024, keeping Washington on the schedule would have required 2 West Coast trips during the regular season, even though USC and UCLA will probably be making like 3 East Coast trips, but we'll ignore that one for anyway. And if USC is locked into the 24-25 schedule, along with known protected rivalries with Michigan and Penn State, even though Penn State isn't that good, and anyway, a non-conference schedule with both Texas, who isn't that good, and Washington, who won't be good by that time, would begin to feel very heavy. That's a weak excuse. Oh, it's too tough of a schedule. I thought Ohio State was supposed to be the best in the business.
Hey! We are number 1. Hey!
Play anyone, anywhere, anytime. Oh, you can't expect kids to be playing that kind of a grueling schedule. How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, really? Seriously? For real? So, in 2026, UCLA and Louisville is on Georgia's schedule. Got two Power 5 teams. Florida State and Louisville in 2027. At Texas and Florida State in 2028. Texas at Clemson in 2029, which I believe the Texas one is getting canceled. But 2030, Clemson and Ohio State. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. And 2033 at Clemson, NC State. So, and that's not even considering the fact that there's probably a good chance that Georgia would be playing Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, couple of powerhouses in those years, because the SEC is doing away with their divisions. So to suggest that the schedule is just too tough, and I'm not buying that. I ain't buying that one bit. I have said it at the beginning of the year. I think it was during the year. Big Ten's expanding. They're not done. And it's going to start with Notre Dame. And we'll have this big announcement coming. I wouldn't be surprised if it was October. I think it's only a matter of time. I think they have till like summer, because I think there's like a 1-year warning or something like that. So they have at some point during the summer that they are moving conferences. I don't know the exact date on that, but anyway, it's only a matter of time, because for one, Big Ten and the TV partners already have a number figured for if Notre Dame joins the Big Ten. That number has already been worked out. And also, we have Oregon, who met with Big Ten officials in Chicago. And now we have Washington, Ohio State inconspicuously canceling. And then we have, so I think it's only a matter of time before this 16-team conference turns into 20. And it'll be interesting to see how the SEC responds to that. I would, because it's only a matter of time. Because Washington has Seattle with the TV market, Oregon has Phil Knight, and they're a pretty good marketing team. And then you have Stanford for books and an easy win. Everybody needs a Vanderbilt. And Notre Dame, because we need Jesus at this point. But anyway, I think it's only a matter of time before the Big Ten becomes 20. And probably get some sort of name change going, because people are already confused enough. Spent probably 15 minutes trying to explain to my mother why the Big Ten has 14 teams and the Big 12 has 10. But college football is weird. It is very, very weird. Nonetheless, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, and it flies like a duck, do ducks fly? Anyway, if it acts like a duck, it's a duck. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There will be 20 teams in the Big Ten by the 2024 season. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We'll see you next time on the Dylan Hillard Show.